Hello, welcome back to Michael Hoppen Gallery's Desert Island Picks. I think we're in week 9 of the lockdown and I'm looking at pictures that have kept me entertained and enthralled over the last few weeks. I've got a real treat for you today. This is an amazing picture that I'm standing next to that I've loved for many years by the wonderful Sarah Moon, the fashion photographer, although I sometimes hesitate to call her a fashion photographer because I think she is much more. This particular picture was made in 1992 for a client and friend of Sarah's, Issey Miyake. They don't meet when she makes pictures for him. In fact, he has an interesting way of working. He asks certain photographers who he builds a relationship with to create pictures of his work in their own way. He doesn't direct them. Irving Penn, Sarah Moon and others have all benefited from this extraordinary trust that Miyake places in them. In this particular case, and I think this is one of Sarah's true masterpieces, she has almost obscured the fashion and changed its whole nature. I look at this almost as a picture of architecture. The structure in the back, there's a Rothko sort of element to the background, and this extraordinary pillar, this strong graphic architectural shape, is not what I would call a straightforward fashion photograph. A lot of fashion photographs as well can date, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the clothes can give them away, the background, the ambience. This picture, I think, is undateable in a strange way. I don't see this picture ever becoming tired. It's certainly, I've never tired of it, and everyone I've ever shown it to says, gosh, was that made today? It's been made on a Hungarian paper, which Sarah likes to use. She was very clever and bought lots of it before they closed the factory in the 90s. It's called Forte. It's got a very high silver content. It's got cadmium in the paper, which is why the factory had to shut down. But it's also been toned with thiocarbamide, and that combination gives this print a very special presence, which if you see it in the flesh, I think you would understand straight away. It's a very fine grain. She's made it on a Polaroid camera, and the negative that you get from this particular Polaroid, which is no longer available, allows one to make a very particular type of print. And this edge you can see around the pictures, in fact, the rebate of the Polaroid. And Sarah likes you to see, in a sense, the inner workings of the way she's building the picture, which I think is very clever. She was married to Robert Del Pier, the great publisher, who published all her books, and I would urge you to look for her books. They are fantastic, beautiful, exquisitely produced books on her work. It's not all fashion. She photographs animals, landscape, flowers, some in colour, some in black and white. She really has been very consistent over the many years she's been making photographs, and she has a huge army of fans out there who really adore the fact that she's never pandered to fashion. She has made pictures that she loves. And I think this is a great example of a great fashion photograph, but also of a great photograph by a great artist. Thank you very much for listening to our Instagram program, Desert Island Picks, and I look forward to seeing you again at our next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.